You guys like art? I love art. This is one of the pieces that I have in the house, and it's a chateau. It's a beautiful piece. I think it's a negative of an actual photograph. So, and it's a little dark. I think some people think it's a little dark, but I think it's actually pretty cool. I actually want to buy some more of these types of pieces of work. But anyways, this is going to be the first episode of Cryptos and Cars, and I kind of wanted to have another segment on the YouTube channel and maybe little, snippets of it on, Instagram and Twitter to kind of, change things up. These lights are pretty cool too. We actually put these in, these pendants. Just a little part of the channel where, I can cruise around in the car and, my plan is to, if I have other buddies that want to, drive around and talk about crypto in their cars, we can do that too. So, it'll be pretty cool. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at the car. You guys have probably seen this car in some of my Instagram posts, and it is a 2015 C7 Stingray, a 2LT, and she is a beauty, and it's something I love. So I figured, man, maybe for the first video, I can go ahead and do a little cold start. So I'm gonna go ahead and start her up for you guys.
Keep me down, I'm going, and if I ever fail, just know I'll go again. I never quit, cause I know that every loss may lead to another win. I'm going up. I bet when I land, they gon' tell me it's luck again. See that I'm winning, it's harder to watch. I'm setting the stage, you should give me my props. You ain't got no soul, you lacking the spirit. You talk out your neck, I'ma show you I'm with it. I would really hate for you to sit and watch me win again and win again and win again. I know it's probably getting old, me and win a synonym. So if I ever win again, it's no I did the minimum, I didn't have to sell my soul. Oh, yeah. Please don't play no games with me. It was never about the fame to me. They needed the best, so they came.
Hey you guys, so we are in the C7 now, and now we're just cruising through the neighborhood. So this is my first first try at this, so I hope the sound's good. I'm gonna try to speak up. I don't have the AC on because I think it might interfere with the audio, so just a good little test run. I apologize if the sound isn't where it should be. It'll most likely be fixed in future videos. So obviously we're going to talk about crypto, but before that, I want to give you guys a little background on myself. My wife and I, and actually this is our neighborhood, by the way. We're going to be pulling out of here soon. I think you saw a little snippet of a video in the intro earlier. So, okay, so a little background about us. We started in the traditional stock market in 2011. My wife, she's a hairstylist, and she had a client, well, she still has her client. She used to work for JP Morgan. She was a private banker for JP Morgan, and for years, she would try to get us to invest with her. So we finally did, and then eventually we became private clients with JP Morgan, and so we did that. We got into some real estate. In 2007, that's actually when we bought our first property. We bought a condo, and eventually ended up renting that out and buying another house. Fast forward to now, to where we're at now. This is the fourth house that we've purchased. So we made money in the traditional stock market, and we made money in real estate. And 2015 is when I got into crypto. Funny story, a friend of mine, his name's Jason, in case he watches this video. He posted on Facebook, back when I was on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook anymore, but he posted something about mining Bitcoin. And I had remembered hearing about Bitcoin in like 2013, I believe, and I believe the price was maybe $13 or $14. Yeah. So, and I didn't pay any attention to it. I'm sure some of you guys can relate to that. I should have. But anyways, on Facebook he was talking about mining Bitcoin, so it caught my attention again. So I was like, you know what, let me rediscover where Bitcoin is. So I sent him a message, and ended up linking up with him, went over to his house, and just blew my mind. I mean, he showed me his mining rig. I think he had an ASIC You know, we started talking about Bitcoin, we started talking about Ethereum, we started talking about blockchain. I mean, I was probably there for at least 3 to 4 hours, and I was seriously fascinated with everything. Sorry, there's some bumps right there. I don't know if you guys probably heard that with the GoPro. So yeah, so I was seriously fascinated with Bitcoin and everything, and I hung out there all day long. His wife actually got off of work and she came home and she thought it was funny that I was still there. Anyway, so I was asking him a bunch of questions, and he really did educate myself on cryptocurrencies. So ever since that day in 2015, I left his house. I came home, and it's just been non-stop for 6 years. I started studying Bitcoin. I started studying blockchain. You know, the whole idea of a decentralized monetary system, and it just blew me away. You know, I looked at Bitcoin, I looked at, you know, Ethereum, I looked at XRP, I looked at Cardano, I looked at you know, Stellar, I looked at a lot of different projects, and just realized that, you know, each of these projects was trying to solve a real world problem. So it was just fascinating to me. It really forced me to educate myself on the traditional monetary system, because I believe that in order for you to really understand what Bitcoin or some of these related technologies can offer you, you have to understand the traditional markets. And if you don't understand the traditional markets, it's going to be a lot harder for you to really understand what Bitcoin can do for you. Okay, I think really when people look at cryptocurrencies and digital assets, they really look at it as a one-sided coin. They kind of see it as something that they can buy and then sell at a future time and make a lot of money, and that's fine if that's what you want to do. But on the other side of that coin, you have to realize that, you know, these things, these technologies are interrupting, you know, current industries. You know, and if we start talking about banks and how banks operate, you know, have you ever for example, have you ever wondered why you need a bank? I mean, you need a bank for three main reasons why you need a bank. One is you need a place to put your money. So if you get paid, you go to work every day, you get paid. You're not going to hide your money under a mattress. You're going to put your money in the bank. Okay, so that's the number one reason why we need banks, or supposedly we need banks, okay, to store your money. Two is a place that can remit money, a place that you can send money. So if you're in one country and you want to send money to another country, you're going to use a bank. They can remit money for you, they can send money for you. Okay, so number one, a place for you to store your money. Number two, it offers you a way for you to send money to family or friends or whatever. Okay, and the third final reason, the major reason in my opinion, is it offers you the door to financial options, like if you like a loan for a business, or a loan for a house, or a loan for a car, or if you want to invest in the stock market. It offers you that opportunity to access those things. Okay, so it offers you a place to store your money. It offers you a place to send money, remit money, and then it offers you a place to access financial services like, you know, business loans, home loans, car loans, etc. Okay, so but why is it for so long? I mean, as a child, if you think about it, when you were a kid, I mean, what was the reason that you got a bank account? Well, because your parents had bank accounts and you got a bank account, right? But have you ever really stopped and thought to yourself why you actually, you know, have a bank account? With the advent of Bitcoin and these other technologies, it really kind of, sorry, I guess I was driving too slow. I had to speed up because apparently I was driving too slow for this guy behind me. Anyways, so what was I saying? Oh, okay, so why is it that banks offer you these services and no other entities offer you these services? You know, there's some, you know, you go to some places that offer you go to a broker to get a loan, But most likely, a lot of those platforms and a lot of those brokers, they're owned by the banks. The banks just want to gobble up all these different things. So enter crypto. Crypto gives you the option to bypass banks, and they're not the only choice. It gives you the option, you know. Banks do not like what Bitcoin and these related technologies offer because they are getting their business stolen away from them. Their business that they have monopolized for, you know, who knows how many years. They don't like that one bit. So they're going to spread the narrative of Bitcoin and these technologies are for criminals. You stay away from these things. Meanwhile, they're buying Bitcoin, they're buying Ethereum, they're buying XRP, they're buying all these tokens. And since I've been studying the space since 2015, that was their whole plan. That was their whole plan. Their whole plan was to create the narrative of, you know, crypto is bad, it's for criminals, it's for money launderers, it's for terrorists. Meanwhile, they're buying it up in the background. And you want to fast forward to 2021, where they're now going to sell it to customers. Last year, Brian Brooks, who was the comp controller of the currency, he made it legal for all US banks to hold cryptocurrencies. Now, why did he do that? Well, he did it because they know exactly what they're going to do this year. What they're trying to do this year, and I know I'm getting off topic here, but what they're planning on doing this year is they're going to try to drive out competition, so that way, if you want to buy crypto, if you want to access certain services, now some of these it's called DeFi, decentralized finance. Some of these DeFi platforms are offering a lot of the same things that these banks offer, but at very actually lower prices. Okay, so if you go to a bank and they're gonna try to loan you money, they're gonna try to sell you money at, let's say, 6% or whatever. Some of these platforms offer you a interest rate of 3 to 4%. Where are you gonna go? You know, and the banks don't like that one bit. You know, the whole DeFi movement, the banks do not like that because they're getting their business stolen from them. Okay, what do you think the banks are going to do? The banks are going to be like, yeah, you know what, you need to stay away from that stuff. We're going to regulate everything. We're going to make sure that they cannot steal our customers away from us. And that's exactly what they're doing. So yeah, I know I went off on a tangent, but you know, and it's a lot of information. But if you are looking to start investing, or if you're already in the market, do the research yourself. You know, don't look at anybody to convince you to invest. That little light bulb in your own head has to go off. You have to do the research yourself. Okay, because I've come across many people who want to invest or who want to do this or do that, and they've been saying that stuff for years, but they don't want to do the research. They don't want to sit there and take time out of their lives, or they want to say, you know, this or that, or, you know, you got to do the research yourself. Start researching it. Go on the internet. You know, stop using the internet for just YouTube or Netflix. Use it for something you can actually benefit from. Start studying Bitcoin. Start looking at what some of these technologies are trying to accomplish, and stop listening to these false narratives that these banks are trying to put out about these technologies being bad and being for criminals, because I promise you they are lying to you. Okay, but don't listen to me. You're not going to listen to me and believe it. You have to do your own research for yourself. So like I said before, and in the video you're going to see I mean, obviously I'm out in the desert. We moved from California to Arizona. So if you are paying attention, or if you are watching this video, you're going to see a lot of the area that I'm in. I think I just drove past the high school, and you'll see mountains, and you know, there's a lot of greenery out here. I think when I pictured Arizona the first time I came out here, maybe 4 or 5 months ago, I just pictured, you know, a lot of just desert and rocks and mountains. But there's actually a lot of greenery here in this part of Arizona where we live, and it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I mean, as you can see, blue skies, green trees, mountains in the background, great schools, great communities. We live in a great community, and we love it. And I think on Instagram, I've posted a few different videos of some of the amenities that we enjoy here, as far as the pools, the clubhouses, and everything else. I think we really hit the jackpot, especially in this market. You know, I don't know, maybe some of you listening have tried to purchase a home, you know, recently in this past 6 months, and you realize how crazy the real estate market is. And if you do have a house to sell, you know, some of the houses are selling 30, 40, 50, 60% above, you know, market value. But, you know, right now we're living in crazy times, with everything considered. So we actually had 2 properties in California. We had that original condo that we bought in 2007, and then we had a home that we bought in 2015 that we both sold at the same time in order to move out here. So it was an opportunity that we could not pass up, for the simple reason of you know, the crazy market right now. And funny story, the reason we got into the particular house that we're in now was because it fell out of escrow. So there were no houses available out here. When we came out here 4 or 5 months ago, the market was crazy. We probably went to every single builder you can think of. We went to KB, we went to Meritage, we went to Richmond, we went to Toll Brothers. We ended up stopping at Beezer, and the lady, the broker there, liked us, so she had mentioned that she had a home, a spec home, and we went to take a look at it. Took a look at it. Nothing was built. It was essentially just the frame of the house, but we wanted to get out, you know, so bad that we said, hey, you know what, let's just do this. Eventually it's going to become a rental property, and then you know, we'll just rent it out and then really get into something that we really like. So that's the story. So anyways, this, like I said before, this is the first video of cars and crypto, and sorry if it was a little rough. I just wanted to get out and test the audio and test the camera and kind of just drive around and do a first little video for you guys. I do apologize once again if the audio's off. I had to stop right here because this is actually the high school. I can't turn the camera to show you guys, but there's a police officer right here. I'm directing traffic because apparently around this time there's a lot of kids pulling out of the school, so I'd imagine he's probably here every day to make sure that there's no accidents or whatever. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry it was a lot of rambling, but like I said, it was just a test video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and send this video to your friends or family, or guys, or if you guys are interested in learning about crypto or anything else. I promise you that the next video that I do this in the car is going to be much more organized and just a better video all around. So hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.